Alright, you guys, this is the first video for EP3 or E3.p3. It's a 2030 Analytical Source from Geologists. This is the first activity that you're going to do. You do this as an introduction to this topic. So E3p3a, describe geologic, paleontologic, and paleoclimatological evidence that indicates Africa and South America were once part of a single continent. You're going to work in groups of 3 to 4 people, and it says that you're an invited guest at this conference. And as the leading experts in geology, you're going to work in these small groups to examine some new evidence that has come to light. So under task, your task is to develop some sort of theory to explain the new data. You'll then kind of go through this. You'll take some notes as you look at sets of diagrams and answer some questions to go with it. To then, right here, you'll see explanation of all 3 pieces of evidence, your theory. This is where you're making a theory with the first few pieces of evidence. So please note, though, that Part 1 tells you to look at figures 1 through 3 only. All right, you'll do that, and you'll consider those figures together. And then Part 2 says figures 4 and 5, and then finally figure 6. Please do not look at figures 4, 5, and 6 as you are going through this. So let me pull this guy up here. Figure 2 and figure 3. And as you're doing this, the directions ask you to read this piece up here and then read the piece on the bottom for evidence as to what you should be looking at. After you've looked at those 3 figures, you're going to go on to the rest of the figures here. So those are the questions we'll answer, and then you'll go on to answer questions on the following figures. I'm not saying too much about them because I want you guys to try to make some connections. Alright, so again, the last few questions, and you'll do this final summary. In the final summary, we're just asking you to sort of put all these little theories you have together, talking about all 6 pieces of evidence. Here is where people generally forget to talk about all 6 pieces. They seem to miss a few. But we're pulling all 6 together to see what we can come up with. How can we explain all of this evidence? All right, remember, we're working in a group, but we need you to think as an individual. Okay, good luck.